Today we're coming to you from Vista. This is a wonderful community, great for families, entertainment, and tons of recreational and community events. It has 2 theaters, a number of local breweries, and of course, the Wave Water Park. One of the 2 theaters that calls Vista its home is the recently updated Moonlight Amphitheatre, an open-air theater that specializes in Broadway caliber productions. Today we are fortunate enough to be bringing you to this popular destination, and meeting me there is Vista real estate specialist Kimberly Fell and managing director Dan Kays. I am joined by real estate expert Kimberly Fell and managing director here, Dan Kays. Thanks for having us out here.
Thank you for coming into our house.
So I know that this is your first field shoot, Kimberly. You wanted to bring us to your very favorite spot. Tell us why Moonlight is such an important place for you.
I love the Moonlight. I've been coming to the summer musical series for many years, and it's such a nice surprise for my clients when they move to the area and have no idea that theater of this magnitude exists in Vista. And it's just fun to introduce them to it.
It truly is Broadway caliber, don't you think, Dan?
It is absolutely Broadway caliber. We have Broadway touring sets that we rent to bring in. We've got performers that have been on Broadway in our shows. And then of course with the community and performers from Los Angeles all the way down to San Diego on this stage in the summertime. It's an amazing season.
It truly is phenomenal. I can say that myself because I came here last year. So tell us a little bit about the history of Moonlight Amphitheatre.
The amphitheater itself was built in 1976 as a bicentennial project to the city of Vista. The property was donated by the Brengo family here in Vista. And it was built as a community place to kind of gather. The trees weren't around, and for a couple of years, you know, they tried to do some things. And then in 1981, the city of Vista and the Vista Unified School District got together and just said, let's do a summer musical in this space. And so Kathy Brombacher was the drama teacher and English teacher at that time. And they came in and they did a production of Oliver. And that's how it all started, 36 years ago, and that's where it all began. Kathy Brombacher eventually, as they did it, they started adding more and more shows as the seasons went on. And then the city said, hey, this needs to be a program with us. And Kathy Brombacher left the school district and became the first official cultural arts employee for the city of Vista. And she was the founder of the Moonlight Stage Productions Company. And we're a recreation program here in Vista. And we do these unbelievable shows in this venue and also our venue downtown. We also have performed down there and also use it for the community as well, and that's the Oval Playhouse downtown.
So Dan, tell us a little bit about the actors that you get to come here. I know that you also have a live orchestra. I mean, you guys spare no expense, and the quality is top-notch.
That's funny you say we spare no expense. We spare as much expense as the city will allow us to spend. And actually,
you can't tell. Let me say that.
But it's also a combination of the community as well. We bring shows not only with the city program, but we also have the Moonlight Cultural Foundation, which is the nonprofit organization that fundraises. So the combination of the city and the combination of the fundraising by the Moonlight Cultural Foundation allows us to bring such caliber performers here. And again, we bring performers that have been on Broadway, they've been in national touring shows, and then again, we're reaching out to the up-and-coming performers and grabbing them now, getting them on this stage, because there's been performers from our stage that have made it to Broadway with the roots and the training that they've gotten here.
That's so incredible. And this used to be primarily summer concerts, summer series, and you've expanded beyond that.
Well, yeah, until we actually built the stage house. The stage house that you see here was done in between 2008 and 2009. We opened it in 2009. Prior to that, it was a platform with some facade walls, open to the sky, and so it was hard to do shows outside of what we did in the summertime because you have to bring everything in. You had to bring in sound, you had to bring in lighting, and so to rent the space and have to bring all that in got a little expensive. Now that the venue's here, we now can produce year-round. We've got a building, and we're in San Diego. The weather's fantastic. So we have been starting a presenting series in which in April and May, in October, November, December, we're bringing in an outside artist. We brought in Jody Messina, country singer. We brought in Jason Bishop, a live illusionist. After this summer season, we've got a couple of great shows. We've got an Elton John tribute called Remember When Rock Was Young, and it's an unbelievable concert. Tim Hockenberry, semi-finalist of America's Got Talent, on this stage.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think that people in San Diego do not know that this kind of thing exists. I mean, not nearly as many people know as they should. Kimberly, what does it mean to you to live in Vista, to have this kind of a thing be a part of your community?
It is so great for the city of Vista to have this cultural experience here that you can have with your family, sitting in the grass in the summer for the summer musicals. It's just a great experience every time I visit the theater.
And you really have the bug, because I hear now you gift it.
Yes, I gift it to all of my buyers that are, especially those moving from out of the area that possibly are not familiar with the theater.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you cannot get theater like this unless you drive 45 minutes into downtown San Diego or up to Los Angeles.
Absolutely, and we drive 45 minutes downtown to see it in San Diego all the time. Now we just need San Diego people to drive 45 minutes north to see it up here. Exactly,
I totally
you know.
Absolutely, it's as good, if not better. It's really phenomenal. You've done a wonderful job here.
Well, we certainly hope so. We pride ourselves on the product with the resources that we can do. It's a lot of heart. It's a lot of heart. It's a lot of labor, but there's passion behind it. And I think it's the passion of this community. Our cultural arts family, it's not just the employees that work here, it's also our volunteers. We've got a lot of volunteers through the Moonlight Angel Volunteer Auxiliary, which is with the foundation. And then we have, with the Moonlight Culture Foundation, they have a youth theater company called Moonlight Youth Theater. Again, a training ground that then go from Moonlight Youth Theater, they perform on this stage, and they also perform on the Avo stage. They do some shows at the Avo. And then they audition and they make it onto the Moonlight stage. Their goal and mission is to make it in a Moonlight show. And so you've got this carrot in the program that, you know, it just brings everybody together, and it's fantastic.
Such a wonderful opportunity. Kimberly, let's talk a little bit about the surrounding areas. Let's talk a little bit about the real estate, the kinds of houses that you've got just up the street here.
Yeah, this is a neighborhood that does not have tract developments. Right next to the Brengle Terrace Park here is a neighborhood called Orleavo Heights, but people call it Alta Vista oftentimes. It's an older neighborhood, lots of craftsman type homes and mid-century modern homes that have stood the test of time, lots of beautiful wood floors and such. And the lots are nice sized. So homes right across the street here so you could walk to the Moonlight. I'd say you can get smaller homes from in the 450 range all the way up to $1 million homes with an ocean view just right across the street from here.
Wow, that's
It's a great neighborhood.
Absolutely. And there's so much to do here. We mentioned the 2 theaters, there's great restaurants, so many breweries.
Yes, yes.
Unbelievable. Vista is just really coming up.
Well, the downtown area with the restaurants and the breweries all coming into being. And then we also have a Wave water park, the Wave water park. Here in Vista, there's a water park, you know?
Yes.
So we've got everything. We've got your arts, you can go swimming during the daytime, and you can come see a show at night.
The theater production that is running right now is Peter Pan. Tell us about that.
Welcome to
we are in
Neverland.
Neverland.
We are in Neverland, absolutely. This is our family slot. The July slot is when we really try to hit hard the family show, and this year it's Peter Pan. And it's a wonderful production, unbelievable. Again, the sets are the Kathy Rigby, her national tour sets that Kathy Rigby toured for all those years. It's her set, it's her costumes, and so we feel so privileged to be able to do that. And so we've got Peter Pan running for the next 3 weekends, this week and the next 3 weekends. And as a family, for our musical theater series, grab your food from home if you'd like, grab a picnic, pack a picnic. You can come in here, we've got tickets, a general admission where you can sit up in the upper hill or on the sides, or you can get into the reserved seating area as well. But you can bring your food, non-alcoholic beverages, the alcohol, if you want to drink alcohol, we do have beer and wine for sale in the theater. You can't bring it in, but it's here in the theater itself.
Thank you both for having us out here today. It's such a treat.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
You just heard from Vista real estate expert Kimberly Fell and managing director here at the Moonlight Amphitheatre, Dan Kays. We learned about the community of Vista, some of the real estate in the area, and of course about this fabulous venue. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right, that is all for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot. You got to remember, everything that we do in here is really with the intent of being good news. You know, there's enough negativity in the 24/7 news cycle. When you tune in weekdays at 10:30 a.m. right here on Channel 4, of course, if you missed the show, you can also visit us online where we upload everything to craigsewing.com. Follow us on social media. Hit the Contact Craig form. Feel free to engage in conversation, ask questions, or introductions are fine as well. but we're here every single day with the goal of providing you some good news, an uplifting story, whether it's what Alan Shane had to say about being happy and the importance of confidence and checking out his book online, or speaking to the real estate market with Kimberly Fell and Jen Morris, who visited her in North County. Certainly the financial stuff and business stuff as well, where you heard from Sarah Goforth and Chris Coughlin. All this stuff is meant to uplift you, inspire you, to help you grow personally and professionally. And I certainly hope you enjoy the mission and purpose we have with this show. That is all for today. Of course, this is not just our show, it's yours. If you want to comment, if you want to get introduced to any professionals you ever see on the program, these are not paying professionals. These are true content providers, and I hope we can connect you with them. Go to craigsewing.com. That is our website, and engage in the conversation there. All right, that is all today. Have a great one, San Diego.